Hello, welcome everybody. Welcome in a new YouTube video here on my YouTube channel. This time recorded in Zoom because today I'm gonna do an interview. I hope by now you all listened to my new song, my first single that came out. I wrote it myself, but I didn't produce it myself because I would never know how to do that. So there was Sebastian Neugebauer. He offered to work together to start collaboration, and we did. And the song From a Distance is a result of that. And I'm so proud and so happy that we worked together and on this beautiful project. Because today I want you to meet the man backstage. Without him, it wouldn't be possible. Sebastian Neugebauer, conductor, educator, and producer. Here he is. Is it working? It is working!
Hello, good morning.
Hey, so, oh my god, this is so
Are
cute.
you okay with Teddy being in the picture? He's my little buddy this
amazing.
morning. He's very snug.
So cute. I'm gonna try to put my screen. Hey there! Hello. I am in Holland at the moment, and he is in Germany, and yeah, I'm so happy that we have Zoom, that we can still do this video together. Yeah, you cannot produce a song on your own at all. It's always with a team, and I wanted to introduce my team, and that's you. And you're a musician, you're an educator, a conductor, and a producer. So in Holland, we would say that you're a creatieve duizendpoot. Where did your passion for music start?
So the earliest memories I have of that is being about 2 years old or so and just banging on my parents' electric piano. And I say electric piano because we didn't have an acoustic piano for a lot later. And so I always loved electronic instruments, synthesizers. I grew up listening to techno and trance. Because of my uncle. He was big into that, and so it always stuck with me, and I got my first keyboard that could do all the cool sounds when I was maybe 6 or so. So I had classical training on the piano as well as percussion.
Did it come from your family? Is your family really music focused too?
Music focused. My mom is an accordionist and a pianist as well. My dad loves to play the spoons. He's
what does it mean?
The spoon. So you take 2 spoons and you kind of like, he does the fancy hand motion too. It's like a very old school German thing to do. Apparently, he always gets everybody's having a good time.
How did you learn to produce yourself? Like, where did you learn? Is there a school, course? Like, how did you learn it?
So two ways. The first was I was lucky to have some good mentors who helped me a lot and who still help me out. And they've become good friends in the meantime. The other thing was just a need of, putting my own music into a good sounding song. I always understood sound design, like I mentioned with synthesizers, but then learning how all the elements of a song come together was a need I needed to do. And
well, so cool that you made that step, because that leads you for where you are now. And I'm curious, like,
oh, I love it.
Yeah, you're a full-time dad, and how, because you have 3 kids, beautiful kids, and how do you combine that with your musician work and your producer work? Like, how do you combine it?
Yeah, so to be honest here, it's you're trying to dance on 2 weddings and you're trying to give it both your full-time attention. Seeing how families can be together forever, you want to give them the attention while they're young. This will, at some point they're going to go to school, they're going to go to college.
Yeah.
But now this is the most important thing. Family first is not just a stereotype, but it's actually very real. Because most people, if you look back at life for most people and ask people about their regrets in life later, many or none of them will say, you know, I regret spending too much time with my family. So I'm trying to do that, but at the same time, you know, it's hard to, you know, compete at the same level as many of our fellow musicians, you know, who are, you know, either or even in the same boat. You know, many folks have kids, but at the same time, you know, you just take the time you have, and somehow it always works out. Where, you know, my typical office hours for production will be on average between 9 p.m. and 2 a.m. in the morning. So this is usually the time slot I get. Sometimes, you know, when my good wife takes the kids and she will take over for a couple of hours, this will, like, during the day,
Yeah.
then I can do that. But
Yeah, true.
you know, I'll just take the time I need.
Yeah, you're saying something so true. Like, nobody will ever say on their deathbed when they're super old, oh, I wish I had worked more. Nobody will ever say that, I guess. I think
Yeah.
I wish I would spend more time with your family. So I'm so happy that you already have that conscious mind from family first, and it's beautiful. I love it. We're coming to the next subject, because where did we meet and how did we come to this collaboration?
This is a fun story. So
yeah, you tell your side.
go ahead. All right. So the first thing you and I met was in the setup of the Stuttgart Aladdin production 2019.
Yes.
I'm not sure, like, when exactly we formally got introduced, or when the first time we talked to each other was, but the thing was about this production.
I actually really want that moment, because sometimes there are conductors that are not super involved with the cast, what is totally also fine. But with you, you were really standing out to me, because the first time you conducted, you came to me after and you said, was everything all right? Was every tempo for you okay? Did we have like a good connection? Did we feel you were so polite and so really wanted to know how it was for me, how you conducted, and it was for me like, wow, this guy knows what he's talking about. That was amazing. That was yeah, we met each other earlier, of course, but that was the moment that you really stick in my mind from, wow, that's really professional. I love that. But finish your story. I'm sorry.
Well, thank you. Yeah. Absolutely. The only thing I was going to add was the whole Aladdin production already came pretty much finished from Hamburg down, so I had very little to do. I sat around much. I spent way too much time on Instagram, but it was still fun. It was cool to see. I love theater work. It's definitely a great show. So
yeah, it is. And then during Corona came, of course. So then we didn't have a job at all, and we were all sitting at home. So then I decided to make a solo concert. So I wanted to stream a solo concert, and for that solo concert, I wanted to have a live pianist. And then I asked you if you want to do that, and I'm so happy that you said yes, because actually there are our own collaboration started, because I made a song that was actually also the song From a Distance. That was my very first song I ever wrote, and we did it on the end of the concert as like a reveal of a first song from me, and then we did it together, like you on the piano, me singing, an acoustic version actually. Maybe I will show it one time on internet, the acoustic version of From a Distance. But after you came to me, I remember super good, because I will never forget this moment, because there actually it started. You said something so nice. You said, I believe in your music. And there was like goosebumps all over my body. And then let's work together and produce it. And actually, there is where our collaboration started. It in last summer, in July, I guess. In July, I guess it was.
Somewhere there.
So kind of half a year later, the song is out. I'm super good.
what helps is what helps too is, you had a pretty clear idea of what you wanted, and I had my own idea, and so the collaboration really happens where you're trying to translate what is in your head as to what I'm seeing and interpreting, and to make sure those two things match.
What I really like is that you're super open-minded. You're really like when I say now this song I wanted to keep like a ballad and I only want the guitar, like that song is coming, guys. There are some more songs coming, so definitely you can the people who are watching this have a little spoiler, but there's one song who only have a guitar, and then we also leave it like that. That's beautiful. But then there's also a song that comes and it's quite an up tempo, and I said here have to happen a lot, but then it's not super clear what I have in my mind, because I also don't know what all the options are. I only know it's what I wrote on the piano, and I give it to you, and I let you actually a little bit free with it, like how you would feel it, and then I come back and we're gonna record the song, and then I hear what you made already from it, and I'm like, oh, this is so cool. So it's I really like that we have such a different things. Like we have a ballad, and there's an upcoming song that is like really up tempo and kind of Eurovision Song Festival vibes. And so I think it's really cool that we're not putting ourselves in like a box. We have to do it like this. No, let's just try everything out. Now then, because you mentioned a few times your own music, so I'm super curious if you can tell them a little bit about it, like if people like this interview and then they're gonna search for you, Sebastian Neugebauer, and what can they expect from your own music when you're gonna produce it?
Okay, so under my own full name, there's not gonna be much to find so far. So the project that I'm working on right now is called ARP299. Found on Instagram on at sounds like ARP299. I'm trying to get my own twist on Christian music, which means up tempo and dance poppy electronic vibes with uplifting and positive messages behind them. And so we have a couple of releases coming. Not exactly sure when. Probably in the next few months. Once you check it out, please subscribe on the several channels. We've got the YouTube channel ARP299. We've got the Instagram and Facebook channels.
I will link them under the video so that they can just click on it. It will
Perfect.
We want to show you something and give you something as really actually like kind of a cheers on our first song that is out. I will first show you the present. Here. Inside of here, I don't know if you can see it, but I made some merchandising. It looks like this is the card, and I wrote you something personal on it, and I made a cup from a distance.
Yes.
So this package will come your way, and I cannot wait for us to release the new songs and to make a lot of people happy with the music, and that's where we all do it for, to express our emotions, that other people can also feel the song, that they have a connection with it, that they can maybe process some own emotions, that they can be happy with it, they can dance on it. Like, this gives me the best feeling in the world. And thank you so much for your time. It was a lovely conversation. It was a lovely conversation. I cannot wait to look you and your family up when I'm back in Germany. And then let's stay creative, and thank you so much, Sebastian, for everything.
Anytime.
Okay, then we see each other. Bye.
All right.
You don't have to actually leave because now I just stopped the recording.
Stop the recording. Okay, that sounds good.